So hi, we're here at the 5th International Headwrap Expo, and I just got a chance to speak to Dani a little bit about her reasons for wrapping, and they are amazing. I've never actually met anyone that wraps for these reasons, so I wanted to share a little bit with you about why someone may wrap. So tell me about, how did you start wrapping?
So I wrap for medical reasons mostly. I have an illness called idiopathic intracranial hypertension.
Say that 3 times.
And it just basically means I have too much fluid in my brain. And it took a really long time to get to that diagnosis, and it's a very difficult illness to treat. So there's lots of medications we've tried and been unsuccessful with, and I'm kind of on like the last one that we can try. And it's sort of effective, but not as effective as we'd like. So in order to try to avoid more invasive treatments, I was looking for other options. So I do craniosacral therapy and acupuncture and all sorts of stuff. And there was a woman at my Reform synagogue who also wraps and is part of the Wrapunzel community that I knew nothing about. And I found that I spent a lot of my time doing this to relieve the pressure. In my brain. And I thought, what if something just all day just did this for me? And so I asked her if she could show me how to wrap. And so she did, and she brought in some scarves and showed me about undergarments. And then told me to check out your site and your Facebook page. And that's the beginning of how I started to wrap.
And so how, like, has it helped?
It's amazing. I tend to do mostly really tight wraps, and I also am prone to migraines, so I do have to do things that avoid migraines while also putting pressure on my head.
So alleviate pressure but not create more pressure. Wow.
Right.
Okay. Wow.
So it's a fine art. But you know, I've got, like, this is one that I actually have a tutorial on the Facebook page for, because it's one I do all the time, so everyone's asked me to show how to do it. So there's certain things that I do a lot because they work. And I just kind of can choose the way that I style my scarf based on where I need pressure that day. And if I need to change it around during the day, I just head into a bathroom and change it to base on where I need pressure that day. But even today, I wrapped it really tight and it hurt at first, and I was like, that's a lot of pressure. And then within about an hour, it felt better.
Do you wear it at night?
I don't wear it at night usually,
But
sometimes I do. And there will even be days, my husband was actually hesitant to me doing this at first. We live in a community where there are no Jewish women, pretty much, and a lot of Muslim women, but really no Jewish women. And my husband is not Jewish. This means nothing to him, significantly Jewish-wise. Like, it doesn't mean anything to him. He was raised Christian. But he was hesitant to this until he saw that it was really working.
That's amazing.
And now, like, if I'm like, my head's really hurting and I don't have a scarf on, he'll suggest that I put one on.
That's incredible.
Even if I'm just sitting around at home. So, yeah.
Thank you so much for sharing. It's like, you know, when you run into someone that wraps on the street, you really never know the background. I was just like so impressed by your story.
Yeah, it's been really great to connect in a religious way, and to have something that identifies me with my religion, even though I'm not an Orthodox Jew, and it's not something that I'm connecting in that full-on way, but I love that I have something that connects me in that way, but still serves that purpose for me, and I can have fun and style, and
also feels good for you.
Right.
That's amazing. Wow. Anyway, thank you so much, and thank you for sharing your story.